Here's why I believe Paul from the Christian religion is a false prophet. He never met Jesus, he was never chosen by Jesus, and he's not one of the 12 disciples. So why does most of the New Testament come from Paul? Let's go ahead and break down the facts. Jesus said, worship one God, and he preached the message of the oneness of God. Paul changed that. He is the one who introduced the idea that Jesus is God. That was never Jesus' idea. Those words came from Paul. Jesus came down and preached the same message that the Jewish prophets preached before him. And then Paul came around and told people that they don't need to pay attention to those laws. You don't need to get circumcised. It's fine to eat pork. He literally just abolished God's laws that were set in place. Paul had claimed that he had visions from Jesus, yet there's no proof and nobody else that can verify that. Just his word and nothing else. And that's not how prophets work. History even proves that the early followers of Jesus disagreed with Paul and even argued with him. Jesus came down to spread the real Christianity. Paul created his own religion called Paulism, and modern Christians today practice Paulism. They don't follow the true teachings of Jesus. Just ask yourself, if Jesus taught one thing and Paul teaches a different thing, who are you really following?
Wait a minute, Christians. I'm going to show you why you follow Paul and not Jesus. Not Paul the saint, Paul the deceiver. Because here's the truth. He never walked with Jesus. He never met Jesus. He wasn't chosen by Jesus. He wasn't even a part of the 12 disciples, and he came after the crucifixion. He thought when he had his vision of Jesus Christ on the road to Damascus that everyone was just going to believe him. No, they didn't. Now, here's where it gets real. Paul had serious beef with the actual disciples, especially Peter. Yeah, Peter, the right-hand man of Jesus, who never left his side. Listen to the words of Paul himself in Galatians 2:11. When Peter came to Antioch, I opposed him straight to his face because clearly he was in the wrong. Wait a minute, what? Peter, the man that walked with Jesus, ate with Jesus, saw Jesus literally do miracles in front of him. And Paul thinks that Peter is in the wrong. I disagree, and so should you. Paul had the nerve to say that about Peter when Jesus said that Peter was the rock of the church. That's wild. Then Paul goes on preaching things totally opposite of what Jesus said. Jesus said in Matthew 5:17, do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I did not come to abolish, but to fulfill. But Paul, he says in Galatians 3:13, check this out. Christ redeemed us from the curse of the law. Wow. So honestly, who do you believe? Jesus, who said he has come to uphold the law and fulfill it? Or Paul that said that the law was cursed? What, you think I'm done? No, it gets worse. Check this out. In Romans 3:17, Paul literally admits this. If the truth increases through my lie, why do you see me still as a sinner? Whoa. Wait a minute. Did Paul just admit that lying is okay as long as it helps God? Yeah, he did.